We're back with a quick residential market update for all of Orange County. So now that we're 6 months through 2023, let's take a look at where those numbers are at. I also did a market update specifically for Yorba Linda, so if you haven't had a chance to look at that, look at the link below. So where do we think home prices are headed? So if we look back from June of 2022 to December of 2022, we actually did see home prices decrease from anywhere between 0.5% to 1.5%, depending on the specific city. However, is that when we came into 2023, inventory was ridiculously low, the lowest it's been since 2004, and that with demand created a frenzy where it's shifted back to a seller's market where sellers that have great properties, fairly priced at fair market value, are starting to receive above fair market value through multiple offers. So we're still seeing a very, very strong seller's market in all of Orange County. Just to give you a perspective, there's about 2,000 homes that are only for sale, which we should usually have anywhere between 6,000 to 7,000 homes. Of course, the interest rate environment being somewhere between 6.5% to almost 7% is muting demand for some buyers, but other buyers that see the value in purchasing now and holding and refinancing when the rates come down are taking advantage of the market. Where do we think the rates are going to be? We'll take a look at this graph. Over the past year, mortgage rates have risen in response to economic uncertainty and inflation. We know based on the latest reports that inflation, while still high, has moderated from its peak. This is an encouraging sign for the market, and that's why for mortgage rates, they're going to be somewhere in this range. So why does this matter to you? Well, if you're a buyer and you're thinking about participating in the market, I have 3 different scenarios that might help you make that decision. When inflation cools, mortgage rates usually follow. This is where the experts are thinking that we're going to see interest rates somewhere between 5.5% to that 6% environment, making homes more affordable. But of course, nobody has a crystal ball. So one of the scenarios, if you're a buyer and you're contemplating purchasing, is what if I buy now and mortgage rates stay the same? Well, the value in buying now is that you're starting to build equity. So the rent that you're paying is virtually being thrown away, but every single month that you pay down your principal, you're gaining equity and the home will continue to appreciate, thus making the difference between the home value and the principal balance that you owe down, thus being your equity. So what if you buy now and mortgage rates were to fall? Well, once again, you've been paying on your property for 6, 12 months, buying down the principal, and then you go and refinance and the home has appreciated because of the low inventory. So now you have more equity and you're locked in as far as the purchase price. And when you refinance, the principal balance will be lower along with the interest rates being lower. So then your payment will ultimately be lower, but your home has appreciated in value. So what if you were to buy now and rates were to go to 7, 8, 9%? Well, even better that you bought now, because once again, your interest is locked in. About 98% of all loans that have an interest on it are a fixed rate mortgage. So you have your fixed rate interest and then your home is continuing to appreciate, or even if it stayed the same, your principal balance is being paid down by your monthly mortgage payment. So bottom line is, if that you are thinking about purchasing a property, and the 3 scenarios I think are going to be one of what's going to happen in the marketplace. If I had to take a vote, and we'll look at this in 12 months, I would say the interest rates start to settle down, appreciation continues to go up, and inventory levels stay very tight, thus prices could continue to rise. If you're sitting on the sidelines and you're thinking about selling, and you're thinking, well, I want to sell at the very top of the market, none of us can ever plan the top of the market, but you can always catch it on the way up. We definitely have seen in the last 6 months, buyer demand be strong, and so sellers have been able to name their price to say and get more value than they have in the previous 6 months. So if you like this video, if you have questions about real estate, let us know in the comments below.